Hello! This is the Sisters of the Shire podcast. I'm Abby.
And I'm Ashley.
And around here, we love to take Tolkien stories and dig into all of the little corners that you might have missed.
And this season, those corners come straight from the Unfinished Tales, Tolkien's treasure chest of extra lore, side quests, and half-told stories.
And they're kind of the chapters that make Middle-earth feel even bigger, richer, and sadly more heartbreaking.
Basically, if the Lord of the Rings is the main course, this is like the secret menu.
So, whether you've read every book cover to cover, or you're just here because you can't keep all of those darn elf names straight, or dwarf families, or who's related to who's in love with who.
Well, either way, you were in the right place.
Yes. So, now let's jump in to the Unfinished Tales.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Hurry,
So,
Bobby.
I feel like I need to tell everybody about my new best friend that I've been telling you all about.
Uh-huh.
So, I will have to post about him also on our Instagram. But I work at an art store, and I was just, doing my job at work, and this man walks in, and he's an older gentleman, probably, I guess, like 60 or 70, but I learned later he's 67. And he came in, and he had the coolest Lord of the Rings shirt on. And I first complimented it because I said, wow, that's a really cool shirt you're wearing. And his wife's like, it's Lord of the Rings if you look at it. And I was like, whoa, what? And so I had to go inspect it and look at it. And he was so excited that I knew what it was. And he started talking to me. And he's from Scotland. And his name is Stuart. And he was just going on and on about how much he loves Tolkien. And he is a linguistics major, and he knows like 5 different languages, and one of them is I don't know if he said it was Sindarin or Quenya, but he knows how to speak that fluently, which I was like, whoa. I was like, wow, you are you're right.
Dedicated.
You are a Tolkien fan. And he goes, oh, it is my favorite books of all time. He has read the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit books. He said he's read Lord of the Rings 61 times, all the way through. And I was like, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. That's what I felt like bowing down of like, oh my goodness. And he's like, his wife was so funny because she was like, she kind of just left the conversation like, okay, you nerds, you can talk about whatever you want. I'm gonna go walk the store. And so he talked to me in the span of him talking to me for about 20 minutes. He's saying to me in Elvish. He saying to me of like a Ent song that I guess like is on a vinyl that Tolkien did one time, where he sang all the songs. You know, my favorite book that I own that is all song books, it's that on an actual vinyl, and he owns it. And he was telling me about it, and he was singing it to me. And then he also showed me his helmet of the dragon helm tattoo that he has.
Which you told me he said to you, you probably won't know what this is.
Yes. And
that was like your test.
Lifted up his shoulder, his arm sleeve of his shoulder, and I was like, the dragon helm. He's like, you know what that is? I was like, yes, I do.
We are currently talking about Turin and have for the last few months.
And I said, oh, you found it. It's been lost for some time. And he's laughed at that. Which yes. But then I did a fun new thing, and I joined a choir and a community like citywide choir, multi-city choir. And guess who sits next to me but my new friend Stuart. And I was like, oh my goodness. And so we started talking more about Tolkien. And I found out he's a tapestry artist, and
Baker?
he has
Okay.
made Lord of the Rings tapestries for his home, which I'm like, oh my goodness, like hand embroidered, cross stitched, like all the good stuff. And he was saying, we were just talking about it and like how much we love Tolkien and stuff like that. And he showed me that his wife bought him a 24 karat gold one ring for their anniversary one year, and then just stuff like that. I was like, oh my gosh, finding new friendships through the love of Tolkien is just so fun. And
So
then he next um choir, what would I say, rehearsal. Next choir rehearsal we had, he came up to me and he's like, I have something for you, I hope you don't own it. And he brought me one of his own personal books from his collection of Tolkien things, and it was one I'd never heard of before, which I hope I'm not being like diminished as like a Tolkien fan, but it was,
wait, you don't know that? Oh my
yes,
gosh.
it was called The Leaf of Niggle, which I was like, oh, I have never heard of this before. It's a cute little book. I haven't started it yet, so hopefully I can get into it soon and I can report back. But he was like, it's a very good book. It's one of my favorites, and I thought you would enjoy it. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I just want to let you know that I love that the nerdiness and love of Tolkien can transcend any age through friendship, and I love it so much. And I'm glad that I have a new friend named Stuart.
Well, if Stuart ever listens, I'm so glad that you found Abby. She,
It's made my whole month. It's been a rough month, and it's made my whole month that I have a new friend named Stuart who loves to talk about Lord of the Rings with me. It is amazing Scottish accent.
that's awesome. Uh, in my little world, I work at a medical office, so I can't say a ton about this person, but I went to make a phone call to this person, and uh, I'm looking at her children's names, and I'm sensing a theme, and I was like, "Is your son's name Samwise for a reason?" And she goes, "Heck yes, it is." And I was like, "You just became my favorite phone call of the day, ma'am." And
Yeah.
then I'm like going down the line, and she had a Ginny, and I forgot the other names, but I was just like, "You are killing it, ma'am."
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I mean, I also name my kids nerdy things, but yes, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Okay, anyway, speaking of nerdy things,
Lord of the Rings treat for the day. Okay, so how much do you remember of last week?
I remember, oh, it was that fun episode where like they had gotten married, the two, Turin and a lady he doesn't know that it's his sister.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
they were talking, or they were like living a happy life and they were fine, and suddenly bad things started happening because um what's the word, there was a reason why it started happening again, like orcs attacking and all that stuff.
Morgoth's like, you know what? I'm a little bored. It's been a while since I killed anyone. How about we wipe out the people of Haleth? I think they're next on my list. Yeah, I don't have that one crossed off yet. Let's cross them off, guys.
Yeah. So that, like, he promised her that he would not fight, but then bad things started happening and he felt like he couldn't just leave everyone to die. It was his duty, you know. And so he uh what is the word? Like I didn't say he would swore like he wasn't the best at saying goodbye, I guess. And so she was like mad. And that's how I remember them ending.
Well,
Um
there's something in between that.
okay.
Um, so the orcs and Glaurung are starting to attack Brethel. Glaurung is kind of just the outside. He's like the last. The orcs are the pawns that just pushing forward, and Glaurung's just the king waiting back there. And so as Turin does get into the fight with his epic black sword, he could have done it without it, but he uses it as like a rallying cry. And it really works because the woodsmen like really just rally to the cause. They all, kick the orcs' butts and push them out. And then, reinforcements come and they trap them. And it's just like, yeah, Turin, black sword, men, 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 men. And
Bros, 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 bros.
so they win and they think, oh, we totally just kicked all their butts. We're good. But it's like a false peace because Torin knows that Glaurung isn't just going to leave him be. So Torin kind of takes charge of Brethel. I'm not sure if this is intentional or he just is trying to be assertive with his watching. So he sends out scouts to keep an eye on things. Nienor Niniel gets pregnant. And the scouts eventually come back saying Glaurung's on the move and he's like really stinks and there's like fire everywhere. We don't know why. Oh wait, dragon. That's why the fire's everywhere. And they're like, it's so weird. It's like he's heading straight for us. We don't understand how or why. And Turin's like, I understand how or why. So he's like, you know what? I've got a plan, and it's gonna need to be a stealth mission, not like these, big attacks that we've been doing, guys. So I need 2 volunteers, and of course, Dorlas is like anything to fight with Turin, and this other guy, Hunthor, is like, I'll go, but just because my main man Brandir can't go. He would go if he could, guys, but remember he's like got a club foot and stuff. Yeah, he would if he could, but um so and then
But
Dorlas
he's
has a bad stuff.
crippled.
Yeah. Dorlas says a bunch of bad stuff about Brandir. Hunthor tries to defend him, and just bad vibes all around for poor Brandir. And then they go. Turin has a talk with Nienor Niniel, and he's like, "I gotta go, babe," and she's like, "No, don't go." He's like, what else are we gonna do? Like, there's nowhere to run to. She's like, you promised you wouldn't fight. And he's like, well, I lied. And so he leaves, but she leaves him with a kiss as cold as ice. And then that's basically where we ended.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's
so.
I mean, I'm not saying
he's willing to sacrifice their love.
I'm not saying like he does have that curse on him though.
Yeah.
Nothing can be happy for him, sadly.
So Turin, Dorlas, and Hunthor go on their stealth dragon killing adventure. Quote, and they went away hotfoot. I don't know why that made me giggle a little, but I'm going to use that from now on. Come on, we got to go. Hotfoot.
Yeah. I say get to step in. That's what I say.
I like that. So remember, the plan was for Turin to go to Nen Gerith, or the Shuddering Water, as a kind of central location, so he would be able to receive reports from the scouts regarding Glaurung's movements. And that turned out to be a great plan, because when they get there, 2 scouts are waiting for them, and they report, quote, you come not too soon, Lord, for the dragon has come on, and already when we left he had reached the brink of Teiglin and glared across the water. He moves ever by night, and we may look then for some stroke before tomorrow's dawn.
Okay.
Okay, so he's getting pretty darn close. So Glaurung's
Mhm,
coming,
mhm.
guys. Um, and this is good news for Turin, though. He was kind of worried that Glaurung would kind of like ravage about, like, oh, and there's children over here. Let's go kill them. Oh, there's a sheep over here. Gotta get it. But no, he's like beeline right for them. And
Okay.
Turin thinks, quote, this is out of some, quote, some fury of pride and malice drives him headlong.
Hey, you got to give him an A+ for like sticking with it, and like he's got goals, and he knows what he
A plus,
wants,
Glaurung. A plus.
passion.
Good dragon. He does wonder, though, if Glaurung's path was because, like the orcs, he was avoiding Houth and Eleth, which is Findulus's burial mound. He even kind of muses to himself, does Findulus lie still between me and my doom?
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, this doesn't really make sense to me. Like, it's interesting that he thinks of Findulus that way. Like, I don't understand it, though.
Mm.
Like, I just don't understand it. So he stops his philosophical musings and addresses Dorlas and Hunthor, saying, quote, this task now lies before us. We must wait yet a little, for too soon, in this case, were as ill as too late. When dusk falls, we must creep down with all stealth to Teiglin. But beware, for the ears of Glaurung are as keen as his eyes, and they are deadly. If we reach the river unmarked, we must climb then down into the ravine and cross the water, and so come in the path that he will take when he stirs.
Mm.
So the timing's got to be perfect here or we're screwed. At dusk, when it's hardest to see, but before Glaurung is on the move, at dark, like the scouts reported, they are going to climb down the ravine, cross the river to the other side, kind of what Moblung did to get to Nargothrond. There's a lot of crossing of rivers in this section. I like that Turin warns them of Glaurung's super hearing and that his vision is good and deadly, but doesn't explain why. Like, I would think that the fact that if you make eye contact with Glaurung, he could put you in some kind of weird trance where, he could read all your memories, make you forget them, make you go blind and deaf, just all sorts of fun stuff. It might be worth mentioning, but, I guess just saying he's deadly sums it up. And that's one way to do it.
I'm just gonna sum it up for you. He ain't good. He's not
He
a
ain't
good
good.
guy.
Dorlas is a little hung up on the details of Glaurung's movements here. If we're climbing down the ravine to get to the other side of the ravine, what if that's how Glaurung is planning on getting across too? I mean, it'd be a terrible vantage point for them. Like, they're just would be sitting ducks. Like, Glaurung would definitely have the high ground, not only as a dragon, but literally the high ground.
Give it up. I have the high ground.
Yeah. And funny enough, Turin doesn't rule out this possibility. He just says, quote, indeed, if he does, it will go ill with us.
Yeah, that'd suck.
That would really suck, yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently Dorlas had told Turin a long time ago of a part of the river where a deer could jump across, and he is hoping that Glaurung will somehow see that juncture that got the very creative name of the Deer's Leap, or Cabin and Adas. Quote, so great is he now that I think he will seek to cast himself across there. That is all our hope, and we must trust to it.
So they're just banking on one happenstance to happen, that he would go there. They're baking it all on that.
Yep. Yeah.
Is there a plan B?
Yeah.
No.
I really want Hunthor, who I imagine is thinking how Brandir would react to this plan, be like, that is your plan? Hope? We're just depending on hope?
What is it from Guardians of the Galaxy? He's like, is that your plan? Yes. And then he starts laughing. He's like, that's a fake laugh. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's real. That's the worst plan I've ever heard.
Yeah. I have, what is he like? I have 5% of a plan. Like,
yeah.
That's more of an idea.
Yeah.
But no, that doesn't actually happen. Dorlas has concerns, but he doesn't really voice them. Quote, Dorlas's heart sank at these words. for he knew better than any all the land of Brethel, and Cabin and Eres was a grim place indeed. On the east side was a sheer cliff of some 40 feet, bare but tree grown at the crown. On the other side was a bank somewhat less sheer and less high, shrouded with hanging trees and bushes. But between them, the water ran fiercely among rocks. And though a man bold and sure-footed might ford it by day, it was perilous to dare it at night. But this was the counsel of Turambar, and it was useless to gainsay him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I
If you
guess.
say so.
Yeah.
Basically, this stealthy mission is sounding more like a suicide mission, but neither Hunthor or Dorlas say anything as they start out towards the crossing of the river. So, their
You think any
plan
of the
is
people who are with them were like, you know, I gotta go, actually. Like, this isn't gonna
that
work
kind of
out.
happens. So it's just the three of them in this part.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be next week's episode where you hear that happen. But basically, their plan is, so they had this Cabin Eres juncture, and they're gonna cross the ravine a little bit further down. They don't want to cross exactly at Cabin Eres in case they are seen. So they're gonna climb down the ravine a little bit down from the juncture, cross the river, and be ready to climb up on the other side, but maybe make their way towards Cabin Eris on the other side of the ravine.
Okay.
Where hopefully Glaurung will be slithering over soon.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed, guys. Quote, and as they drew near to Cabin and Eris, step by step, halting often to listen, the reek of burning came to them, and a stench that sickened them. But all was deadly still, and there was no stir of air. The first stars glimmered in the east behind them, and faint spires of smoke rose straight and unwavering against the last light in the west.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. Again, the
Never
referencing
good. Something
of
burning when you're going towards a dragon.
Yeah. Again, the referencing of Glaurung's smell. I want to read a book one day where a dragon smells delightful. It smells magical, not oh my gosh, this reeks.
Yeah. Maybe this should be a children's book. Everybody else thinks
the
that
dragon who smells good.
The other dragons thinks he smells bad, but he's the one who smells the best.
Aw. Anyways, we're going to shift gears a bit and revisit Nienor Niniel where we last left her, after Turin had just left. Now, apparently she stands there for a while and stood, quote, silent as stone.
Ooh.
And, what a perfect opportunity for Brandir to try and make his move. I mean, Turin is gone just like he told her he would. She's sad, lonely. I mean, it's worth a shot, right?
What is it from?
Shoot a shot.
He's losing his mind, and I'm reaping all the benefits.
Yes. All right. So, are you ready for his opening line?
Oh, his pickup line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quote, Niniel, fear not the worst until you must. But did I not counsel you to wait?
Oh?
I told you so? That's what he's going with?
Wow. And he thought that would help his
I mean, technically she did wait. But, how long was he hoping she would wait for? It's only a matter of time before Turin does something stupid. Just wait.
Yeah.
Any minute now.
Wait. Okay.
So Niniel responds, quote, you did so, yet how would that profit me now? For love may abide and suffer unwedded. How does that help me now, Brandir? Huh? I can't change the freaking past.
Good one-liner, dude.
She would have... I know. She would have been in the same place whether or not she married Turin because of how much she loved him.
There's love there somewhere, I guess.
Uh-huh. Brandir continues, and I don't understand this reply. If you understand it, I would love to know, but I don't understand it. Quote, that I know, yet wedding is not for nothing. I, I don't
One
get
more
it.
time? One more time?
So, okay, I'm going to say Nienor Niniel's and then Brandir's back to back.
Okay.
So, Nienor Niniel. You did so, yet how would that profit me now? For love may abide and suffer unwedded. Brandir. That I know, yet wedding is not for nothing. I don't get it. Okay, you neither? Okay,
No.
if anyone else has a better interpretation, I don't know what he means by that at all. But anyways, Niniel continues. She says, quote, I am 2 months gone with his child, but it does not seem to me that my fear of loss is the more heavy to bear. I understand you not. So she doesn't understand him either. Like,
She's like, what?
yeah. Brandir replies, quote, nor I myself, and yet I am afraid. He doesn't even understand himself. Like,
So
I just know I'm
anyway.
afraid. He's doing a terrible job here. No wonder she chose Turin over him.
Yeah.
And she actually does call him out here, and she says, quote, what a comforter are you?
Thanks for lifting my spirits.
Yeah. All right, she continues. But Brandir, friend, jab
Ooh.
in there. Yeah, got to jab that in there. Wedded or unwedded, mother or maid, my dread is beyond enduring. The master of doom is gone to challenge his doom far hence. And how shall I stay here and wait for the slow coming of tidings, good or ill? This night, it may be, he will meet the dragon. And how shall I stand or sit or pass the dreadful hours?
Crying?
Yeah. Like, do you think she puts the friend and brother jabs in there, like, on purpose? Do you think she knows how much he loves her and that's, like, his way of, like, trying to let him down easier? It's, like, a big hint. Like, remember you're my friend,
And this isn't how
buddy?
friends treat each other?
Yeah. So, I love
It's
this.
like it's like
You are too.
there's this really famous like meme of like a Facebook post, and it's these like a guy and a girl, and they're like taking a cute picture together, and under it goes like the boy's like, oh man, this makes us look like a couple, and then the girl writes, a couple of best friends. Like,
Oh my gosh. I should find that and do that for them. Because that's a good one. So Brandir replies, quote, I know not, but somehow the hours must pass for you and for the wives of those that went with him. Like, why don't you have a girls' night or something? You're not the only one waiting for their hubby to come home. Why don't you guys have some wine and just like watch a chick flick or something? That'll pass the time, right?
make you feel better, right?
Make you feel better, yeah. But this is Nienor Niniel. She does not like being left behind if she can do anything about it. We remember what happened when her mother left to go after Turin. She went after her. So she says, quote, let them do as their hearts bid, but for me, I shall go. The miles shall not lie between me and my lord's peril. I will go to meet the tidings.
Oh.
Like,
Okay.
I kind of get it. Sitting at home waiting would suck. And what if all three of them and the scouts die? Like, how would they know what happened? Like, how long would they wait before they're like, oh, yeah, they're dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
But going there to like see it happen and put yourself also in danger and your child in danger, no thank you. Like, just no thank you. And like, what if you miss each other along the way? Or if you can't like find them, you can't like text them like, hey, where you at? There's no like Google Maps or like Apple locator like to find them.
Yeah. Oh man, he turned off his location.
Yeah. He's not answering my phone calls. Where could he be?
He put on Do Not Disturb.
Interesting thought here that sitting and waiting for news is exactly what her mother had to do for years. And maybe she saw how much damage it caused to her. So she's like, nope, that's not going to happen to me. I'm going to do things differently. I know she can't remember, but subconscious thoughts are a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, if Brandir's bad feelings and shadows on hearts was bad before, now his quote, dread grew black at her words, and he cried, "That you shall not do, if I may hinder it, for thus will you endanger all counsel. The miles that lie between may give time for escape, if ill befall. Like, if the worst should happen, you would be here, ready to escape with us." Like, technically, this was Turin's idea, so I do think it is funny that he's going along with it. Like, remember the plan? The plan was for us to stay here, and then we would have time to escape. See, it was part of the plan.
You know, the really good plan that Turin always has.
Yeah. But Nienor Niniel is stubborn and headstrong, like her mother and brother. As she replies, quote,
Ugh.
yeah, if ill befall, I shall not wish to escape. And now your wisdom is vain, and you shall not hinder me.
Ugh.
So
Sassy.
she's gonna die. If ill falls Turin, ill falls me and our child.
Dramatic.
Yeah, basically, I do what I want.
You don't tell me what to do.
Yeah. Now, in my head, Turin gave his speech in a town square kind of area, and then went home, talked to Nienor Niniel, and that is where Brandir and her are having their conversation. But apparently, all this took place over a matter of like an hour. So apparently, this is all happening a lot more quickly than I thought. And they are still in the town square area. Like, all of this is happening in the same location. So the people are all still gathered from Turin's little rallying speech. They're all still talking and waiting.
Okay.
So now Nienor Niniel has an audience to deliver her own speech. It's Nienor's time.
Okay.
Quote, "Men of Brethel, I will not wait here. If my lord fails, then all hope is false." Sorry. Lost is what I want her to say, but no. "Then all hope is false.
Hmm.
Your land and woods shall be burned utterly, and all your houses laid in ashes, and none shall escape. Therefore, why tarry here? Now I go to meet the tidings, and whatever doom may send. Let all those of like mind come with me."
So,
Bit of a bummer.
so is she like trying to like gather like because there's not just women left behind right now, right? Like,
Right.
okay, it's not like a full
Yes.
war that like everybody left.
No, like only 3, Turin, Dorlas, and Hunthor, went.
Okay.
So all of the people that he had rallied earlier had to stay behind.
Okay.
So after this very inspirational speech, "You're all gonna die," like,
If I'm
I'll,
gonna suffer, everybody's gonna suffer with me.
yeah. A lot of people do go with her. The wives of Dorlas and Hunthor go. They're in the same boat as Nienor Niniel, so we want to, see what happened to our menfolk. Others decide to go because apparently they pity her. She's pretty pitiful, and they wanted to be nice and be her friend. I don't know why that
Okay.
makes me so sad. Others, this is just my opinion. Maybe they were sad that they didn't Turin didn't do like a full attack thing, and they want to contribute still. Like, a lot of them were kind of disappointed that this was a stealth mission and not like a full blown thing. And so like, oh, we can like help a little. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
But this is where the men folk become stupid again. Quote, "Many more that were lured by the very rumor of the dragon, in their hardihood or their folly," definitely their folly, "knowing little of evil, thinking to see strange and glorious deeds, for indeed so great in their minds had the black sword become, that few could believe that even Glaurung could conquer him."
He's just a man.
Yeah. Like, this is going to be an epic showdown, you guys. Taurus is going to totally kick his butt. I'm bringing popcorn. Does anyone else want to see this? I want to see this. Let's go.
They start selling tickets like it's like a big fight, like a.
That's what it seems like to me. Yeah. There's no way he could die. I want to watch. Do you want to watch? I want to watch.
I could totally
So,
see merchandise. They're selling merch.
right?
Like,
They're taking bets. First
mm-hmm,
5 minutes. First 5 minutes. I think you'll make it 3.
whoa.
What? Quote, therefore, they set forth soon in haste, a great company, towards a peril that they did not understand.
Oh, sad.
Very sad. Like, out of like the context, like if you were just Glorong, you'd be like, so I'll start with these 3 for dinner and or no, appetizers. They're the dinner. Like just
Yeah.
like they're just gonna sit there and watch? Like you're just delivering yourselves up to Glorong on a silver platter. At least in the Forest of Brethel, like or the Ethel Brandir, like you'd have to like go a little bit further or work for it. But no, you're just like, and here is your dinner.
On a silver platter. Here you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just for you.
Uh-huh. Now, in their excitement, they push through and they don't take any breaks, and they manage to make it to Nen Gareth, the Shuddering Water, where Turin was supposed to, meet up with his scouts by nightfall. Now, Turin is already climbing in the ravine, so he isn't there. They don't see him, they don't see each other. Quote, but night is a cold counselor, and many were now amazed at their own rashness. And they heard from the scouts that remained there how near Glaurung was come, and the desperate purpose of Turambar. Their hearts were chilled, and they dared go no further.
This plan is working out so well, guys.
So well. Like, did anyone bring jackets, blankets? No? Anyone bring food other than the popcorn? We did
No.
not think this through, you guys.
Yeah. Ooh, my bad, guys. My bad.
Yeah. So the scouts told them Turin's plan. So a lot of them are literally, I just picture like people with lawn chairs and popcorn with like, not telescopes. Why can't I think of what that's binoculars?
Yes.
And they're just because they know the plan. They're gonna try and wait for Glaurung to pass at Kevin and Aras. So they're just literally looking there, waiting for the show to start. So stupid.
They're like wearing shirts. Like,
yeah.
uh,
Instead of foam fingers, they got foam swords.
yeah. The dark sword.
Yes. Yes. Now, interestingly, Nienor Niniel, I mean, she was the one that rallied all these people together. She's not there waiting and watching like everyone else. She's actually away from everyone, quote, and a great shuddering seized her.
A great shuddering.
Mm-hmm. Remember, we are at the Shuddering Waters, so the shuddering is back. It wasn't just the fever, I guess.
Oh. Is it really
all right? So
cold there or something?
Well, it is really cold, yeah. It's next to a waterfall with the spray stuff. Remember, it was called like the silver spray before it was renamed. So I imagine it's cold. It's nighttime, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna shift gears again. I imagine this as like a scene in a movie. Like we're gonna show everyone's perspective, and then we're gonna have to go back to everyone else's perspective. So we're switching now back to Brandir, back in Ethel Brandir. And everyone else there who didn't go along with Nienor Niniel, they're still gathered around. And Brandir, he's like, you know what? I'm going to make a speech now.
They're like, boo, get on with it. We
But
want
what's
to see
funny
a dragon.
Okay, so hear me out. Before I tell you what he says, remember a lot of people that were loyal probably to Turin and Nienor Niniel just left. Anyone who stayed were probably loyal to Brandir and thought, like we're loyal to the people of Haleth concept, that we don't get involved in the fights. We hide, we stay out of it,
We save our people so we're not
Yeah.
eliminated off the face of the earth.
Right. So remember, so picture that as the audience now, as Brandir says, quote, behold how I am scorned and all my counsel disdained. Let Turambar be your lord and name, since already he has taken all my authority. For here I renounce both lordship and people. Let none seek of me ever again, either in counsel or healing. You see, no one listens to me. You don't want me as your leader. You don't want me as your healer. Fine, be that way. I hope you guys are happy together. Like,
You deserve each other.
but what's weird is, like I said, like this audience is probably the few people that were loyal to him. So I don't understand why he didn't make this speech earlier.
Huh. He was too caught up trying to hit on his
Yeah.
girl and making awful opening lines.
Yeah. Now I'm going to mention something here just because I thought it was interesting and weird. For some reason, it notes here that he breaks his staff. Now, maybe it was like a special staff, like the Lord of Brethel's staff or something. Maybe this is like a passed down staff or something. But like this is like the symbol that he is just done with being the Lord, done with the people of Brethel. He just breaks the staff. Yeah. In my head, I'm like, isn't that the staff that he uses to like walk because of his limp? That it's apparently different.
Oh no.
It's gonna make it real difficult later. Apparently that's different, but in my head it was that, and it was so then he has a conversation with himself, as one does. And he says, quote, "Now nothing is left to me, save only my love of Niniel. Therefore, where she goes, in wisdom or folly, I must go. In this dark hour, nothing can be foreseen, but it may well chance that even I could ward off some evil from her if I were near."
He still thinks, so you're saying there's a chance.
Yes. Yes. It's so painful. Like, what? I just don't. There's got to be other women in that city, that little town, right? Like, there's got to be someone else more
haggardly like work women that like that want it, like they think he's cute all the time, like ooh, like
there's got to be someone. I mean, he's the Lord of Brethel. You think like that would be like a hot commodity for a woman, or like for the the dads to like want to marry their daughters off to, but
I get that.
Whatever. Quote, "He girt himself, therefore, with a short sword, as seldom before, and took his crutch." See, he has a crutch and a staff, different things. And went with what speed he might out of the gate of the Ethel, limping after the others down the long path to the west march of Brethel.
Limping. Well, they had to add a little bit of extra, like he's
remember how he's like handicapped? Yeah.
He's really sad, guys.
And that's actually where I'm going to leave you today.
Oh my gosh. I can see this, like, I really want like a rom-com of just this, not a rom-com, like a drom-com? Dramatic. No.
A dramedy?
Drom. A romantic drama.
Uh-huh.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
Where he's like, this love triangle, and then her brother husband goes to war, and then
no one will make this movie because of that, by the way.
He sees his opportunity, and it's still, she puts him in the friend zone. Yeah. And then there's a dragon involved somehow.
Yeah. It's one thing for like Game of Thrones to do the whole brother-sister thing on purpose, but apparently like accidental incest is like, no, that's too far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us on our journey through Middle Earth. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Sister the Star Podcast. Big thank you to our patrons, Dan, Tom, Kevin, Victoria, and Avery. I hope you all enjoyed your little care packages that Abby made for you. They sound freaking adorable. She worked on really hard on it, guys. So make sure you get it. If you don't get it, please let us know.
On the package.
Yes. She went all out, guys.
Did I take a picture?
If you
maybe I'll I think I'm trying to see if I took a picture of it that I could send it to you so you could see what it looked like.
Oh, I think you sent me a picture of the envelope that you or the folded the keychain in, which is adorable.
Guys,
If you
I made them keychains, but on the inside or the wrapping of the keychain, I made like lembas bread leaf wrapping for them. It's pretty
yes,
cute.
it was adorable, you guys. Um, so that is for our patrons. If you're a patron and you didn't get one, please let us know. I would hate for it to be like lost in the mail or something like that. Some poor like mail carriers like this is Elvish. I don't know what to do with this. Just kidding. I don't read Elvish. I know a guy, Stuart. I hear his name's Stuart. He could do
Stuart.
it. If you would like to become a patron and receive awesome care packages from Abigail, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/Sisters of the Shire podcast. Starting at just $3 a month, you can join as an elf friend of the Shire. $7 a month makes you a dwarf friend of the Shire. And $9 a month gets you in as one of our women friends of the Shire.
Ooh.
Ooh. If you can't contribute monetarily, we totally get it. But if you could, please leave us a rating or review. It really helps. And you can also just share us with a friend. That really helps too.
It does. Like, I told my coworkers about it, you know? Hopefully they'll start listening. And then I also was on TikTok and I was there's this girl that was like talking about how she wishes she has more nerdy friends, and I'm like, hey, have you heard about this?
Yeah.
So
We'll be your nerdy friends from afar.
yeah. Um well, darn it, what was I going to say? Oh, since it's spooky season, if you guys are dressing up like anything fun, Tolkien
Yes.
things for Halloween this year, or you're like working on your costumes or things like that, please share pictures with us. We would love to see it. And also,
Heck
we
yeah.
would love to share on our own stories if you would like that as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
We also love any art, like if you're an artist that does Tolkien themed art, we'd love to share that and kind of get your name out there as well.
Yes.
And
We try our best to like include like if we ever share art, we always put who the artist was. Like we do our best. Sometimes I literally cannot find it, but the art is too cool not to share, and I'm hoping me sharing it will like find the artist and somehow get them credit. But yeah, we do
I
our
think
best.
if you give them credit enough of like, I don't know who the artist is, but we want to like make sure that they know that we're not stealing it. We're just
Yeah. This is
appreciating
cool. We like it.
Yeah.
In world news, we've had some goings on. The Netherlands, not to be confused with Netherlands, this is the Netherlands, overcame Belgium and Argentina. So it is now number 22. Russia defeated Iceland. Iceland, you were doing so good. And now
No.
Russia overtook you.
I mean, the population difference is
That's fair. Don't try and invade in winter. So maybe wait till spring and then that's when you make your attack, Iceland. That would be my advice. But also Russia, good job. Also keep going.
we're
Russia.
proud of you.
Yeah. Hungary went just like jumped up the ladder. They overtook Romania, Guernsey, Chile, Algeria, and Croatia. Chile Chile also climbed it. They're now 63rd, and they were 63rd, and now they're 57th. And Romania also jumped. They were 69th, and now they're 59th. So, I mean, lots of binging. That's what it sounds like to me. And I'm here for it.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
I want to hear all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of all of you.
Yeah.
There was something else. So, like Ashley said, if you are a patron and you get fun things, And I hope all of our patrons liked their gifts that they were arriving in the mail. And we also sent out some for our friends that joined us on our podcast, like YouTube, special guests that we had. And speaking of YouTube, we also have a YouTube channel. If you guys want to check us out on there, we've got some fun videos that we've been uploading. We have all of our interviews with our friends that came on for our special 3-year birthday celebration. And then we also have some fun one-offs, like we just opened a pack of the Lord of the Rings Magic the Gathering cards. And we have another video coming up about that too. Just like some fun filler things that we've been enjoying.
Yeah.
So check us out on our YouTube channel as well.
Yes. Apparently, YouTube and Spotify are the only places that we can upload the video version. So sorry,
Which
Apple.
I don't know. I've never seen video on Spotify. Like maybe it's just me. I don't know. I've never seen it, but I don't use my Spotify enough.
I don't know.
I use Spotify every day. I guess I don't use it the right way. I don't know.
And if you've noticed, I've been putting out some Tales of the Shire memes and things out there. If you guys play too, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear what your Hobbit name is. I'd love to hear what season's your favorite. I'm having a lot of fun playing it and love to share and talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, I have to still come up and try it out.
Yes.
Anyway, well, thank you for teaching me today.
You're welcome. Until next time, I've been Ashley.
And I've been Abby, and this has been the Sisters of the Shire podcast, and we're so glad you're here, and we hope you can join us next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for teaching me a day.
Yay!